Are we videoing? All right, we're back. Okay, so now here is how we use the law of sines. All right, what we have here is a pair, like a pair. If you have the angle and the side opposite of it, we do. Okay, we've got 4, and the angle opposite is 48. So what we can do is we can set up a ratio. The sine of 48 with its pair, the opposite side, 4, will be equal to the sine of another angle and its pair. So if you look here, 35, we want to find b. So you've got the angle 35, so we'll put that there, and it goes with side b. Okay, so now we have a ratio, and we can solve for that side. How are we going to do this? Same process as before. We do 4 times, excuse me, Joe. Okay, we're going to do 4 times the sine of 35. When we do that, okay, actually I think they go through the whole process in our book, but if you do sine of 35 degrees and you multiply that by 4, okay, and then over here you've got sine of 48 times b. So in order to find b, we would take and multiply these and then divide by the sine of 48. Okay. When we do that, we get b is equal to approximately, around a little bit, 3.1. Okay, and we solve for b, we solve for what they wanted us to find. All right, by the way, this is lesson 71. Okay, we didn't do we didn't do the previous lesson. I thought that was a hard lesson as I looked it over. So we will do that one in class, and this one you can watch for, I don't know what I'm saying. I need a nap. But lesson 70, lesson 71 is for a later time, but we'll have this video so we know what we're doing. Okay, letter B, triangle MNP. Okay, all right, this one asks us to solve triangle MNP. So actually what they want us to do is when they say that, solve for all parts of the triangle. Now we see 65 degrees and 74 degrees. All right, well we know all of the angles of a triangle add up to be, what, Joe, do you know?
90 degrees.
No, 90 degrees, no. Okay, all the angles add up to be 180 degrees. So we add 65 to 74, we get 139. Subtract it from 180, and we get 41. Okay, so we know n is 40 degrees, 41 degrees. Now, that's all the angles. We also have to get all the parts. We have to get all the sides. So we're going to use the law of sines. So we pick an angle here, okay, 65. You've got the sine of 65 degrees. If you divide it by the opposite side, m, it's equal to one of the angles and its opposite side. Now, if I choose angle P, 74 degrees and P, I'll have 2 unknowns. And so that's not going to get me anywhere. So the next best thing, what we're going to set up is 41 degrees. So you have the sine of 41 degrees. We're going to divide that by 14. All right, now we've got a ratio the same way as we did the previous one. We can cross multiply and solve it for m. Okay, when you cross multiply it and solve for m, you don't have to follow me, Joe. When you solve for m, okay, you get approximately 19.3. All right, there we go. Now, since we have a pair where we have the angle and its opposite side, okay, we can use that one again then to find, okay, our other unknown, our p. So sine of 41 over 14 is going to equal sine of 74 degrees divided by p. Okay, and then of course we're going to again cross multiply. When we do that, we get that p is approximately 20.5. All right, so then we have m and p, and we have solved for all parts of the triangle. All right, we're going to just give you one more example. We'll show you other examples and application problems in class. This will give you just something to look at something a little bit different. All right, now, we've had unknown sides, but what we can also have, like example number 3, we have, sometimes we're going to have unknown angles. Okay. All right, in this case, they want us to find the measure of angle B. All right, we have a pair. All right, we have 57 degrees and 63. So you've got sine of 57 degrees over 63. Now what we want is B, so sine of B, okay, sine of B divided by 35. All right, now it's going to be a little bit different, but we have the tools to solve this one. When we cross multiply this, we get, okay, we'll go ahead and do it. You get 35. We would take 35, multiply it by a sine of 57 degrees. And then to get sine of B by itself, we would divide by 63. Divide by 63. Okay, when we do that, I'm not sure exactly what we'll get, but we'll get some decimal. So sine of B equals some decimal. Now again, to find the angle, we do inverse sine to find the ratio. When we do sine inverse of this, okay, we get 27.8 degrees. Okay, and that gives us our angle B. Now, as we learned before, okay, sine is positive. All seniors talk crazy. Sine is positive in the first and second quadrant. When we solve this, it's actually a reference angle. Okay, a reference angle meaning that there's actually two possibilities, depending if this right here is an acute angle, but if it happened to be obtuse, then it actually would be this 27.8 degrees. We'd have to subtract that from 180 to figure out what that angle is if B was obtuse. It's acute, so we know 27.8 is accurate, but we have two possibilities there. If you look on the bottom of page 507, okay, it shows you that when you solve for the angle, there's two possible answers, and you have to determine which one it is based upon the diagram. All right, thank you. That concludes lesson 71.